You aren't waking up to a new day. You're waking up to a prison cell you carry in your pocket. The alarm goes off. Another day begins, just like the one before. The familiar sound pulls you from sleep, and you reach for your phone almost automatically, checking notifications before your feet even hit the floor. Did you know the average person checks their phone 96 times a day? That's once every 10 minutes. You wake up, get ready, and head to a job that pays the bills. Maybe you squeeze in a quick breakfast. Maybe you're already running late. The commute blurs by, a sea of faces all moving in the same direction. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the average American spends nearly an hour commuting each day. You work hard for 8, maybe 10 hours, feeling the drain of a long day. Meetings, emails, deadlines, each hour blends into the next, and by the end, your energy is spent. Studies show that workplace productivity drops sharply after about 6 hours of focused work, yet most of us push far beyond that. Finally, you get home, exhausted. What's the first thing you do? You grab your phone. It's a reflex, a comfort, a way to escape the fatigue. The average American spends over 3 hours a day on their smartphone, much of it after work. You start scrolling. An hour passes, then 2, then 3. Time slips away unnoticed, lost in a stream of endless content. That adds up to over 1,100 hours a year, nearly 46 full days lost to scrolling. You see funny videos, friends' vacations, endless ads. It's a highlight reel of other people's lives, mixed with products you never knew you needed. Social media platforms are designed to keep you engaged. Americans now see an estimated 4,000 to 10,000 ads every single day. Before you know it, it's time for bed, just to do it all again tomorrow. The cycle repeats, day after day, almost without question. This is the modern-day hamster wheel, a cycle millions are stuck in, without even realizing it. We run and run, but rarely move forward. In fact, 61% of workers say they feel burned out, yet only 33% feel engaged at work. It feels productive because you're busy, but is this busyness leading to real progress? Or is it just motion without meaning? The job gives you just enough money to stay comfortable, and your phone just enough distraction to keep you from feeling bored or unfulfilled. It's a delicate balance that keeps you from questioning the routine. Nearly 63% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and digital distractions make it harder to break the cycle. The system is built to encourage consumption, not creation. It wants your money and your attention. Every moment you spend scrolling is a moment you're not building something of your own. Americans spend over $1,500 a year on impulse purchases, much of it triggered by online ads. Your most valuable asset isn't your car or your clothes, it's your time. Once it's gone, you can't get it back. Yet the average person spends more time on their phone than with their family each day. Those few precious hours in the evening and on weekends, that's where the magic can happen if you use them right. These are the moments where you can reconnect, create, and truly live. Yet for so many, these hours are lost to the endless scroll, a digital void that gives nothing back. The promise of relaxation turns into more exhaustion. Research shows that excessive screen time is linked to higher rates of anxiety and sleep problems. Breaking free requires a conscious decision. Is this routine building the life you want, or just keeping you busy until your next paycheck? The choice is yours every single day. The statistics are real, but so is your power to change. Let's talk about the illusion of progress. It's easy to feel like you're moving forward, but are you really getting anywhere or just spinning your wheels? According to a 2023 Bankrate survey, more than half of Americans feel behind on their savings goals, even as they work harder than ever. You get a small raise at work, but inflation eats it up. In fact, the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that real wages have barely kept pace with inflation over the past decade. Groceries, rent, and gas all cost more, so your extra income disappears before you even notice. You're just treading water, working harder, but not really getting ahead. Maybe you pay off a little debt, but then buy something new and end up right back where you started. The satisfaction of progress fades quickly when new expenses pop up. In fact, the average American household carries over $7,000 in credit card debt, according to Experian. This is the financial treadmill, running faster just to stay in place. No matter how much effort you put in, it feels like you're not moving forward. A 2022 study by the FINRA Investor Education Foundation found that 60% of adults feel anxious about their finances, despite increased effort. We measure progress by the wrong metrics: gross income, hours worked, or how busy we feel, not by what we actually accomplish or keep at the end of the month. The Federal Reserve reports that the average personal savings rate in the U.S. is just 4.1%, far below what experts recommend for long-term security. Your phone adds to this illusion. Endless notifications and financial headlines make you feel informed, but rarely lead to real change. Research from a Pew Research Center shows that while 70% of adults check financial news on their phones, only a fraction take action based on what they read. Researching a new TV feels productive, but it's just planning how to spend, not how to earn or invest. We often mistake planning purchases for making progress. A 2021 study from the Journal of Consumer Research found that people overestimate the impact of small financial decisions while neglecting bigger picture habits. The cycle is comfortable. Instant gratification is easier than building wealth. It's tempting to reward yourself now instead of working toward bigger goals. In fact, 64% of Americans admit to impulse spending, according to a 2022 CNBC report. So ask yourself, what did you do with your free time last week? Did you use it to learn, grow, or improve your situation, or did it slip away unnoticed? Studies show that people who intentionally track their time are 30% more likely to reach their financial goals. Did it move you closer to your goals, or just fill the hours? Every small step counts, but only if it's in the right direction. Is your savings rate increasing, or is your spending growing just as fast as your income? Are you building a cushion, or just keeping up appearances? Remember, nearly 40% of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency expense without borrowing or selling something, according to the Federal Reserve. If your net worth isn't rising meaningfully, you might be stuck in the illusion of busyness, mistaking motion for progress. Activity doesn't always equal achievement. It's time to get honest about where your time and money are really going. Only then can you break free from illusion and start making real, lasting progress. Everyone with a smartphone holds a powerful device. In your pocket is more computing power than what sent astronauts to the moon. It connects you to the world, to endless information, and to limitless opportunity. But how you use it makes all the difference. The same device can either open doors or keep you stuck in place. The consumer uses their phone for entertainment, Netflix, TikTok, shopping. According to recent studies, the average person spends over 3 hours a day consuming content on their phone, while less than 10% of that time is spent creating or learning. Their time and money flow out, enriching others. The creator, on the other hand, sees opportunity where others see distraction. They use their phone to learn, build skills, and create value. In fact, creators, those who produce content, run businesses, or invest, are statistically more likely to achieve financial independence. A 2023 report found that digital creators are 4 times more likely to earn above-average incomes compared to passive consumers. For example, a consumer scrolls Instagram for hours, feeling envy, but changing nothing. They compare, they wish, but they rarely act. A creator builds a theme page, grows a community, and monetizes it. Less than 1% of social media users are creators, but they generate nearly all the platform's revenue and influence. The device is the same. The mindset is different. One is passive, the other is proactive. This isn't about shaming relaxation. Everyone needs downtime. Rest is important, and entertainment has its place. The issue is your default mode. For most, it's consumption. It's easy, it's comfortable, and it's everywhere. In fact, 90% of mobile users report that their default activity is passive scrolling. For the successful, it's creation and learning. They choose to use their phone to grow, not just to escape. Data shows that people who dedicate even 30 minutes a day to learning or creating see measurable improvements in income and satisfaction. They use free time to get ahead, not just to unwind. Even small pockets of time become opportunities to improve. They might watch a movie, but it's a choice, not a habit that eats all their hours. They control their attention instead of letting it be controlled. They're intentional with their time, using their phone as a tool, not a master. Boundaries and habits make all the difference. The difference? One group builds wealth. They create, invest, and grow. Statistically, creators and investors are twice as likely to report financial security than those who only consume. The other just watches it happen, always on the sidelines. Which side are you on? Every day you get to decide. Your phone can be your greatest asset or your biggest distraction. The choice is yours, and it starts with a single tap. Many believe earning more money will solve their problems. But more income doesn't guarantee more wealth. In fact, studies show that nearly 36% of people earning over $250,000 a year still live paycheck to paycheck. Meanwhile, others with modest incomes quietly build seven-figure net worths. The culprit? Lifestyle inflation. When income rises, so does spending. Over 60% of Americans admit their expenses increase as their earnings grow. Real wealth isn't about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep and what you do with it. Wealth is measured by net worth, assets minus liabilities. Someone earning $60,000, living on $40,000, and investing the rest is building wealth. Their money works for them. The wealthy use paychecks as seeds. They plant them, let them grow, and harvest more. Chasing a higher salary without investing is like running on a treadmill. Lots of effort, no real progress. In fact, 49% of high-income earners say they have little or no savings. Don't just work for money. Make your money work for you. That's the real path to wealth. The smartphone is a paradox, either a trap or a tool for your financial future. For most, it's a dopamine machine, engineered to keep you scrolling and distracted. In fact, studies show that over 70% of smartphone use is for entertainment and social media, not productivity. The average person spends more than 3 hours a day on their phone, and much of that time is lost to mindless scrolling. That's over 1,000 hours a year, time that could be invested in your future. Hours lost to social media could be spent learning a skill, starting a business, or investing in yourself. Research shows that people who use their phones for learning or business are 40% more likely to improve their income over time. But if you resist distraction, your phone becomes a university, a business hub, a financial command center. You can access free courses, learn any skill, track your budget, and invest, all from your pocket. The difference is intention. Are you picking up your phone to escape or to build? Only 1 in 5 people use their phones primarily for productive activities. As a consumer, the phone controls you. Studies link excessive phone use with lower savings rates and higher impulsive spending. As a creator, you control the phone. Creators and entrepreneurs who leverage their phones for business report higher financial satisfaction. Every time you pick it up, you choose trap or tool. Use it to create, not just consume. The statistics are clear. Your financial future depends on how you use your phone. The power is in your hands. Make it count. Shifting from consumer to creator starts with a mindset change. See your free time as an investment opportunity, not just empty space. Track your screen time. See where your hours go. The results may shock you. The average person spends over 3 hours a day on their phone. Imagine redirecting just a third of that. Don't cut out all entertainment, but be intentional. Replace low-value habits with high-value ones. Spend 30 minutes learning a new skill instead of scrolling. Studies show that people who dedicate just 30 minutes a day to learning a new skill can become proficient in less than a year. Listen to a finance podcast on your commute. Small skills compound. Learn graphic design, start freelancing, and suddenly your phone time becomes extra income. The average side hustle brings in over $800 a month in the US. Maybe you learn about real estate and buy your first rental. One decision can change your future. Start small. Redirect just 1 hour a day to learning or building. That's 365 hours a year. Research shows that consistent effort like this can lead to mastering a new skill or building a profitable side business. Imagine what you could accomplish. You could learn a language, build a website, or launch a side hustle. The key: flip the switch on how you use your phone. Turn distraction into dollars, 1 hour at a time. Your future self will thank you. Let's get specific. How can your phone build wealth? You're not alone in wondering. Over 60% of adults now use their smartphones for financial activities, and nearly half have downloaded at least one financial app. First, skills. Download Udemy or Skillshare. Take a course for 30 minutes a day and gain a marketable skill. In fact, more than 40% of smartphone users have taken an online course or used a learning app in the past year. Next, get your finances in order. Use a budgeting app. Track your spending, and automate your savings. Did you know that 7 in 10 people who use budgeting apps report feeling more in control of their money? Your phone can be your business HQ. Take photos and sell them, write articles, or launch an e-commerce store, all from your device. Over 30% of freelancers say their phone is their main tool for earning income online. Finally, invest. Apps like Robinhood or Fidelity let you start with just $1. In 2023, more than 50 million Americans used investment apps to grow their wealth. Buy fractional shares or invest in index funds. Set up automatic investments, even if it's just $25 a week. Dollar cost averaging builds wealth over time. By taking these steps, your phone shifts from a money pit to a money-making machine. The tools are there. The opportunity is real. It's not about having more time. It's about using the time you already have. The average person spends over 3 hours a day on their phone. Imagine if just a fraction of that went to building wealth. Start small, stay consistent, and let your phone work for you. Wealth is built in the margins. Use your phone to claim them. The future is in your pocket. Make it work for you. Every massive success started small. Amazon in a garage, YouTube channels in apartments. Even Warren Buffett began by buying his first stock at age 11, investing just a few dollars. The key is starting, not waiting for the perfect moment. Small, early actions can lead to exponential results. Your side hustle doesn't need to be huge. Consider the story of Chris Raining, who started investing $50 a month and became a millionaire by 37. An extra few $100s a month is powerful. If you invest $200 a month at a 7% annual return, you'll have over $240,000 in 30 years. That's freedom money, paying down debt, investing, or building a safety net. Small, consistent steps compound, just like the story of the janitor Ronald Read, who quietly built an $8 million fortune by investing small amounts over decades. $300 a month invested over 30 years can become over $600,000. That's the magic of compounding interest. Your money works for you, growing faster over time. It's not about getting rich quick, it's about getting rich for sure. The most successful investors and entrepreneurs started with small, steady steps. Your phone gives you the platform to launch that small idea. Don't wait for perfection. Start with what you have. Your first attempt will be rough, and that's okay. Everyone starts at zero, but small, repeated actions lead to mastery and wealth. The goal is to begin. Even $5 invested today is better than waiting for the perfect time. You'll improve with every step, every video, article, or customer. Consistency beats intensity. The journey from side hustle to financial freedom is paved with small, imperfect, consistent actions. Start now and let time and compounding do the heavy lifting. The power is in your hands. Take the first step. Your future self will thank you. We've talked about the trap, the illusion of busyness, and the power of your phone. Now it all comes down to action. Knowledge is useless without application. Watching videos won't change your life. Doing something will. Your first step doesn't have to be big. In fact, it should be small and sustainable. Tonight, spend 30 minutes learning a new skill instead of scrolling. Tomorrow, download a budgeting app and check your spending. This weekend, outline a simple side project. These tiny course corrections add up to a completely different future. The life you want, security, freedom, less stress, won't be handed to you. It's built choice by choice. Use technology to build, not escape. Your future self is counting on you. So, take one tangible action right now. Delete a time-wasting app, download a learning app, open a savings account, or tell a friend your goal. Break the cycle. Stop working for paper. Start building real wealth. The power is in your hands. Use it. Did you know that saving just $5 a day can grow to over $90,000 in 20 years? With consistent investing, across the world, millions of people have changed their lives. Not through luck, not through shortcuts, but through small, steady choices made every single day. And your journey can start the same way. If you want to be one of them, if you want to learn how to use your money, your time, and even your phone the right way, subscribe. Because this channel isn't for mindless scrolling. It's for building something real. It's for building a future. One small step today can change everything.